His heart is returning. Doubtless he'll awaken very soon. Organization miscreants. They found us. Both are nothing but data to them. The fools could never tell the difference. We're running out of time. Namine must make haste. We'd be giving the enemy another entry point. We can always buy some sea salt ice cream. Objects from that town must be kept out of the real world. You can delete that. No. Namine hijacked the data herself. Look what she's done now. She's totally beyond my control. It doesn't matter. As long as Namine accomplishes her goal, we needn't worry about what befalls Roxas. His progress is astounding. Namine's encounter with Roxas put his heart in contact with Kairis, and that in turn affected Sora. You see? She wasn't born like other nobodies. She can interfere with the hearts and memories of Sora and those aligned with him. I could tell you. But first, perhaps you could tell me your true name. It's an honor, Ansem, because he missed the trip to the beach. Now, what about you? Are the holes in your memory starting to fill in? The same thing is happening to everyone who had ties to Sora. Very soon, to them, he'd be like a good friend who's gone away for a year. Revenge. Now for the finishing touches. First, we must dispose of Namine. She did a splendid job with Sora, but it's high time she disappeared. Roxas isn't the only one who was never meant to exist. Take care of it, Ansem. If we can maintain the simulated town until Namine finishes chaining together Sora's memories, he holds half of Sora's power within him. In the end, he'll have to give it back. Until then, he'll need another personality to throw off his pursuers. It's the fate of a nobody. At last, the Keyblade's chosen one. To half of Sora, of course. You reside in darkness. What I need is someone who can move about the realm of light and destroy Organization 13. I am a servant of the world. And if I'm a servant, then you should consider yourself a tool at best. My apologies. This is only a data-based projection. Come, over here. I'm glad we have the opportunity to speak like this, my friend. I'm intrigued by your hypothesis, and I'm finding it difficult to stave off the urge to test it. Still, I'm concerned about the stability of the worlds. The doors that appeared, the place the heartless seek. I fear my research may have brought this upon us. I forbid it! Forget this talk of doors and the heart of all worlds. That place must not be defiled. Xehanort, those thoughts are best forgotten. It's been too long, my friend. Xemnas, the organization superior, is the nobody of Xehanort, my foremost apprentice. The burden was mine to bear. I won't deny there was more. I was obsessed with thoughts of revenge. My apprentices stole everything precious to me. My research and my pride. I know. Riku's told me 1,000 times. He must be with his friends by now. Riku was a great help to me. I found him wandering the darkness after you and he lost track of each other. I am to blame. When I met Riku the first time, he still had the appearance of a boy. Probably because he had such a strong heart. I asked him to find a young man named Roxas from Organization 13 and bring him to me. When I told him it would help Sora awaken from his slumber, Riku left without a word. He fought Roxas, and I can only surmise Riku lost that fight. Riku must have realized then, to fight in the realm of darkness, he would have to immerse himself in that same darkness. And when he did, you saw what became of him. When Riku brought Roxas back to me, he was introducing himself as Ansem. If that was what it took to awaken his friend, he was ready to live in darkness. Riku was the victim of my revenge. Oh, how my heart ached. I could only laugh to hide my shame. My friend, the time has come. I must make amends to these young people. This spot should do. It's a device to reclaim Kingdom Hearts and encode it as data. I do not claim to know the outcome of this venture either. After all, hearts are unpredictable. I'm a fool. I spent years studying the workings of the heart. Yet it seems I still haven't learned a thing. The process of encoding hearts is incalculable. The inhabitants of my Twilight Town were data created from real hearts. I was convinced that they would think and behave the way I had envisioned, but I couldn't have been more wrong. A heart is so much more than any system. I saw it when Roxas and Kairi crossed paths. I knew, but I was too stubborn to accept it. It's always the same. I try to wrap my mind around things my heart already knows, only to fail. While I was trying to bring Sora back, I had so many plans in store. But once Sora was an acting force, they fell apart. All my research amounted to nothing compared with that one boy's heart. All the more proof that hearts cannot be contained by data. Run, my friend. It's going to self-destruct, and anything could happen. Sora, the rest is up to you. And Roxas, I doubt you can hear me, but I am sorry. My heart is telling me what I must do. Please allow me to do what it says. Have your laugh. I deserve as much for failing to see you for the fool you are. I admit, my disregard brought chaos to more worlds than one. But what were you seeking? You erased me from the world, only to take my name and continue research better left forgotten. Is this the answer you've been looking for? Xehanort, foolish apprentice of a foolish man. You have surpassed nothing, only proved how little we both know. We may profess to know the heart, but its essence is beyond our reach. We're both ignorant, as oblivious as when we began. I'm afraid that any world you try to create, any world of yours, would be an empire of ignorance. That is why you and your creation are destined to fall. We've said enough. Riku, you know what to do. King Mickey, my friend, forgive me. Farewell!